Hey guys, David here, and today we're going to be talking about cold calling, how to do it, why to do it, when you shouldn't do it, what it is. Basically, excuse me. Basically, cold calling is when you get a list of people and you call them. It can be out of the yellow pages, it can be off of a genealogy list, it could be a red hot lead you bought online, and in general, don't do it. If that's all you're waiting for was me to tell you not to do it, don't do it. Don't do it. The reason being, well, there's a few reasons, but the mindset or the thinking behind it is a lot of the times these genealogy lists, or not so much genealogy lists, but most of the lists that you're going to buy online, the red hot lead lists and all these other type of lists, those lists are generated off of surveys, and these surveys have nothing to do with you. And that may sound a little bit different than maybe something you've heard or saw some guru teaching or something like that, but it's true. These lists have nothing to do with you. You can answer a question like, do I want to make money online? Yes. Sure, I want to make money online. Okay. But does that have anything to do with you, your product, or your service? Maybe, maybe not. What happens if they want to make fashion accessories at the house? Is that what you do? What happens if they want to do Forex trading? Is that what you do? What happens if they want to do stocks or bonds or options? Or what happens if they want to get into real estate? What happens if they want to open up a home-based business? What happens if they want to do direct sales? There's so many different things that you can answer the question, yes, I want to make money online to, and be referring to, and be actually talking about. And it's not necessarily what it is that you do. So if that's the case, why would you want to talk to that person? Why? Why do you want to call someone who may be interested in what you're talking about or what you're doing? What we have here is Grasshopper, and I've gone over this a lot of times, and you'll see that new Grasshopper voicemail. And I blocked out the numbers because I don't want to show anybody's number. But basically, I get maybe 75 or 100 of these a day, and they're voicemails. Some of them are people who I want to talk to, some of them aren't. Now, you may be wondering why I wouldn't want to talk to someone. A lot of you guys out there who aren't making any money, right, which is most of you, who aren't having $500,000, $2,000 days, most of you, who aren't making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, most of you, are trying to get everyone and anyone into your business. It's because you're not making any money. It's because you're not doing what it takes to make money. You're not doing that. You don't know what a $500 day looks like. You don't know what a $1,000 day looks like, but you're on the internet telling people you do. You have no video proof. You have no proof whatsoever of anything that you're talking about, but you're telling people to cold call or that you should be calling people. No. And you shouldn't be calling everyone who calls you anyway. When I get these voice messages every day, what I do is I listen to them. And if the person has one question or something small that they need answered before they actually get started, and if they've visited my website, if they've verbally told me that they visited my website, or I can track them down and they visited my website, those are the people who I call back first. Those are what I call tier 1 leads, right? I categorize leads in different tiers. That's a tier 1 lead, right? You went to my website, you called me and left me a message. Oh, I'm calling you back. You're more important than everyone else. The reason being is that you jump through hoops to actually get the information of that you're more serious, that you're willing to take the steps it is. When you get a genealogy list or you get an actual red hot lead list, those people aren't looking for you specifically. That's why it's always better to generate your own leads. Now, you may be asking, what's the difference in paying for your lead, as far as just buying a lead list, or just doing a solo ad, doing a voice broadcast, doing some type of lead generation online, SEO, or offline magazine, newspaper, something like that. The difference is that person is responding directly to your marketing. And what that means is they went to your website and they left their email address, left their phone number. They saw something in the newspaper, they saw something in a magazine, they read it, they saw a number, they went to that number, they left a message, or they went to that website, and then they left you an actual email address and a way to contact them. Those people are way, way, way more important and more likely to join a business than somebody off a genealogy list. You get a voicemail and an email from somebody, that's a done deal. You want to increase your actual sales of a product or service, or increase your recruiting into a product, or not a product, but into a actual business opportunity or direct sales or whatever, do this type of lead generation. Get leads that you've gotten yourself through your own marketing who have responded to something that you have said. Don't buy lead lists. Don't buy lists of people to call. Now, I know a lot of people see my voice broadcasting and they see that I get all these leads and they wonder how I generate all these leads. Most of these leads are after me anyway. They've already contacted me. And the thing is, when you listen to these voicemails and someone has, like I was saying, one little question or one little thing, and they only need a minute of your time, but you give them 5 or 10 minutes, that's invaluable as far as building credibility for yourself. It is. Now, this is going over a lot of your guys' heads, and some people aren't even going to pay attention to this, but this is really the nuggets. This is the information that you need. Don't cold call people. And when people need a minute of your time and you give them a little bit more, you're giving them value. But do not be available for everybody. Like I was saying, if you're not making any money, you're out there trying to get everybody into your business. You don't want to work with everybody. And you'll learn that. You'll learn that there are people on your team that don't deserve your time. Just because you join me in an opportunity doesn't mean you deserve to eat up all my time. You guys have lives. And what that means is you guys have things that you would rather be doing. You shoot pool, you like swimming, you go to the bowling alley, you like movies, you clean your house, you do your laundry, you do your dishes, you take your dogs for a walk, you have your kids in soccer, you do all of these different things. You don't have time to talk to everybody. And even if everybody left me a message, and some of these people, are actually calling and hanging up and not leaving messages, that's just, part of it, but, most of them actually do leave a message. Those people, everybody leaves me a message, doesn't warrant my time. You ask me 100 questions, you have 100 different things that you want to know that you could have found out on the website and you didn't visit the website, I'm not calling you. You're not serious. Stop spending your time with people who aren't serious and start spending it with people who are. There are people who just want to suck up all of your time, and you can't let them do that. There's different ways about marketing, there's different things that you can do. When you charge for your time, right? A lot of you guys are in the stages where you're like me and you're charging thousands of dollars for coaching. When you get in that space and you start charging people money for your time, and I mean serious money, I mean like $900, $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is per hour, right? Don't be cheap. In the beginning, you have to start out there, but eventually get to at least $1,000 an hour. That's personally what I charge. When you get to that point, people take what you say a lot more seriously. When you make money off of your time, people take your time more seriously. It's not that your time suddenly is more important than it was before. When you weren't charging any money for your time, it was still important to you because it was your time. It's something you can't get back. But people don't value it the same. Hold a webinar, charge everybody $1. See how many people come that are more serious than if you had held a free webinar. Even if it's $1, $5, $10. This type of training, this type of information, this space that we're in with online marketing, internet marketing, whatever niche you're in within this realm, there are rules to this. And when you learn these rules and you go with the flow of what people are used to or what people are conditioned to accept, you'll make tons more money. You'll make tons more money. And I can't guarantee your income or anything like that, but you'll make tons more money. You will. I mean, that's just that was what happened for me, and I can only speak from experience because, I'm living this. I don't have a job. I was able to quit my job. I'm able to travel. I'm able to see the world. I'm able to see things and do things that, a lot of people aren't able to do. I'm able to make the kind of incomes and make the income statements be actually true. I'm able to do these things now. And I can tell you that when there wasn't a huge amount of changing in my business between now and then. It's just a couple little things that I tweaked, a couple little things that I changed inside of my business, and boom. The money starts rolling in. So, and one of the major differences between me and a lot of people, and the reason why I was so successful so fast, I never cold called. It never made sense to me. It never was something that I wanted to do. I knew that I had to generate my own leads, even if I wanted to talk to them on the phone. And people think that voice leads or offline leads and online leads are, are not the same, or that they're not the same in the fact that, offline leads generally convert better than online leads for me. But they cost more. Generally speaking, offline leads cost a little bit more than online leads. You may pay $1 a lead, 75 cents a lead online, $1.25, $2 maybe. Offline, they're like $3, $5, $10. So these leads that I'm actually generating in marketing cost more. So these leads to me are worth more. I'm not going to pay you $5 for your lead that you generated, that I don't know how you generated, but I'll spend $5 in advertising cost to create my own. And that's just a mindset thing. That's a mindset shift. That's a simple training or thinking change or tweak that you guys need to understand. And I make these videos to answer questions that I get, and I try to be as truthful, as honest, as I can in these videos, and lay it all out there for you guys, hoping that you guys take this information and apply it to your business. But I can't make you. I can't make you do anything. Like I said, some of this is going to go over people's heads, because you're not ready for this information. But in short, don't cold call, create your own leads, however you're going to do it. This video ran a little bit long, I'm sorry for that, but I just had some things on my mind that I wanted to get across to you guys. So I appreciate your time. If you're wondering how I do this, or want to get in and train with me, just click the link below, and go ahead and check out what I'm doing and get started. We will see you in the next video. Have a good day.